Now on 4 News Now at 6, Avista is ringing in the new year by raising its rates. We'll show you how much more you can expect to pay coming up.
Winds are dying down this evening, and we're getting a break from the wet weather, but it will not last.
We are tracking the next round of rain and snow, and we'll show you what it means for anyone heading over the mountain passes.
And Mayor Lisa Brown wants to crack down on alcohol in downtown Spokane, while the city says it will help clean up the area and improve overall safety. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, get ready to pay more for utilities in the inland Northwest because Avista is raising its rates starting January 1st. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. Those who rely on gas to heat their homes and to cook their meals will see the biggest increase. Madeline Mullins is live outside of Avista with how much more you can expect to pay and why some aren't surprised by the rate hike.
I heard a variety of things when I spoke to people today. Most people told me they weren't surprised that rates were going up just because of inflation, and other people told me that an increase to their already high utility rate is going to hurt their wallets.
When rates raise, right, it's kind of hard on everybody, but it's the nature of the inflation right now. But sure, our income constrained customers, it will hit them a little bit harder than it hits everybody else.
Inflation is one of the reasons Avista says it is raising utility rates for the next 2 years. Starting January 1st, Avista customers will see their monthly electric bill increase by almost 2% and their monthly gas bill increase by 5%. Then, the following year, in 2026, customers will see another increase to their monthly electric bill of over 4% and over a 1% increase to their monthly gas bill.
But just like everything else is going up, our groceries or everything else, it's not, not surprising.
For many customers, this may not be surprising, but it's still not a welcome change. However, there are ways that you can keep your energy bill down in the new year.
Sure, we got lots of programs. One great one is with Avista. It's our new My Energy Discount Washington, where you can get a percentage off your bill based on your income.
SNAP also offers emergency programs for those months when you can't cover your energy bills.
Let's say your car broke down this month and you thought you had enough for your bills, but the car broke down and now you don't have enough for your electric bill. We can help with Project Share and LIRAP Share and help pay those bills in an emergency.
And along with those programs, SNAP offers weatherization and other tips to help you keep the hot air inside and keep your family warm this winter. For some of those programs, you can participate in them no matter how much your income is, and all of that information can be found on their website. Live outside of Avista, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. Here's a live look over downtown Spokane, where we're getting a break from wet weather. On top of the rain, our team of weather experts are tracking some of these strong winds we've been seeing all day. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker to see what conditions are looking like right now across our region.
It is much calmer in the downtown Spokane area and drier too. Our live look over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena right now. And this is where our wind gusts peaked earlier in the day. Many locations getting up with wind gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour down on the Palouse and out on the West Plains. That's where we saw the strongest winds at excess of 50 miles per hour. But right now, things are much calmer, but still breezy. 28-mile-per-hour gusts in Coeur d'Alene and Pullman, 18-mile-per-hour gusts in Moses Lake, and 19-mile-per-hour sustained winds at the airport. Our forecast for wind gusts, those wind gusts will continue to decrease as we go into the evening, and by tomorrow morning will be much lighter. The one exception where we're still going to have a breezy day down in Moscow and Pullman and parts of the southern Columbia Basin, where wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour are still possible. Meanwhile, we are drying out around the region, that very distinct back edge to the band of clouds, as well as the precipitation in progress across the region. We'll do a little bit of clearing tonight, but it will not be for long. Your evening planner, temperatures in the 30s through 11 o'clock with mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. I'll be back to tell you about the next round of wet weather. It's just hours away and may include snow in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
All right, Kristen, the weather is quieting down in the valleys, but not much of a break for crews trying to keep our mountain passes open. Snoqualmie Pass closed multiple times over the holiday.
So when should you travel across the mountains before the next storm arrives? Matt Gray is breaking down travel windows for those mountain passes tonight.
And in a lot of cases, pretty narrow windows here as we have storm after storm that's going to be hitting those mountain areas. So there's going to be that break in the snow tonight. Up in the high country, you can see things pretty calm on our cameras looking at those passes, but this is not going to last for long. So let's begin in the Cascades tonight. After a quiet evening, that snow you can see in the blue here returning during the morning hours to Snoqualmie, Blewett, and Stevens passes. Another break is going to be likely here around midday. Plus in Snoqualmie, a transition to rain is likely. However, we'll still have some more bands of snow in the mountains that will roll in for the afternoon and evening. And for tomorrow night, well, that's when the next round of wet weather rolls in. It'll be snowy again into early Saturday morning before we see another break from the action for the middle part of Saturday. Now, on to North Idaho. The timeline here shifted back a few hours from the Cascades. That makes sense. Generally, things travel west to east around here. So here is Friday morning, and you can see how things just kind of keep going here past noon. Outside of the summit of Lookout Pass, however, we will see things transition over to rain if you even do see a little bit of snow for the start of the day. Now, that improvement sticks around not that long. The next round of snow shows up tomorrow night. It's going to last into Saturday morning. But, you know, it's not just about when it is snowing. It's about how much snow we're also getting at any particular time. Here's the totals for Friday and Friday night. Quite a bit these higher elevation passes for Stevens Pass and for Lookout. But when are those happening? We broke this down to 6-hour windows in the morning for Snoqualmie Pass, and then for Stevens, that's when you're going to see more difficult travel conditions, and then on Stevens Pass in the evening and through the overnight. Lookout Pass, better to get over the pass early, as we'll see in the evening and through the overnight, the heaviest snow here out of that. Not as worried about what's going to be going down on 4th of July. Now, the other issue we're going to see here is the end of the weekend. More snow coming in very late Saturday night and through Sunday morning. This could be the worst travel weather out of all of the next 3 days. So Saturday, by far and away the best day if you want to travel over the mountains with minimal issues.
Okay, good information there, Matt. Thank you. Well, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown is proposing 2 new ordinances to improve public health and safety in downtown.
One of those ordinances would be to establish an alcohol impact area. The city says this area is designed to help with illegal activity linked to off-premises sale and consumption of alcohol. The plan would also ban the sale of single-serve drinks. The city says the drinks are a significant source of litter downtown. Similar plans have been put in place in the past but were repealed, saying reestablishing an alcohol impact area is an important step toward addressing some of the root causes of crime within downtown Spokane.
And the city says while crime overall is down in Spokane, alcohol-related crime in the downtown area has grown 64% over the last 3 years. And it's not just alcohol the mayor wants to crack down on. The second proposed ordinance would restrict the sale and distribution of smoking paraphernalia. That includes things like glass pipes and foils, unless the seller also provides Narcan for free. The Spokane Fire Department will also offer Narcan trainings for downtown businesses. The City Council would still need to approve both of these ordinances before they could go into effect.
Well, Pullman police are investigating a shooting that happened early this morning very close to the WSU campus. Police say there is no threat to the public right now, but no one has been arrested. The shooting happened in the middle of WSU's Greek Row on California Street. Derek Strom spoke with Pullman police commanders about their investigation.
At around 3 a.m. This morning on December 26th, the Pullman Police Department and the Pullman Fire Department responded to a medical call in the 800 block of Northeast California Street.
Although most of the people who live on Greek Row are away from Pullman during Christmas break, a few houses are blocked off with caution tape by police. Police found a man who was shot here early Thursday morning, and Pullman police haven't named any suspects in the shooting. Detectives were still walking through the crime scene Thursday afternoon, which is in between a few different Greek houses near WSU's campus.
The injured person had been shot, and that person has been transported to the Pullman Regional Hospital and is in critical condition there.
Montana State's a lead candidate?
I don't know. He's had a very good run right now. So.
We'll try to get you the rest of that story online later today. Still ahead, speculation is growing on what caused a plane to crash in Kazakhstan yesterday, killing 38 people.
Why some think Russia is involved, coming up.
Nominations are now open for this year's Best in Bid Awards. Learn how to nominate your favorite local businesses in Spokane and hear from last year's winner for friendliest staff after the break.
Plus, the Cougs are preparing to take on Syracuse for the first time since 1979. We're live in San Diego with why the acting head coach says the team is ready despite losing many key players and head coach Jake Dickert.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your greed!
Let the 4 News Now Holiday Travel Center take away the stress of winter travel. The latest weather updates, flight delays, road conditions, and interactive storm tracking radar. Look for it at KXLY.com and travel safely with 4 News Now. Happy holidays.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree with holiday getaways starting at only $246. Performance that truly matters. This is what you've been waiting for. Shenyun. Give your loved ones the best holiday gift. Shenyun.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
All right, we are just a day away from the Cougs taking on Syracuse in the Holiday Bowl in San Diego. WSU will be heading into the game without a number of key players, including star quarterback John Mateer, who moved on to Oklahoma.
This will also be the first game without head coach Jake Dickert, who is now at Wake Forest. Even so, the team says they're ready for the showdown in San Diego. Sports director and Syracuse alum Jack Wallace is in San Diego tonight. And Jack, it's been quite a while since WSU has gone up against the Orange.
That's very true, and trust me, I have no bias here, I promise you all. I only want to have good, clean fun, which is all what these fans are having behind me. You can hear it in the Washington State band over on my right, Syracuse band playing right now over on my left. They're having a ton of fun here in the Gas Lamp Quarter in San Diego tonight. But this East versus West battle between Syracuse and Washington State, we haven't seen in 45 seasons. That's an awfully long time. And the team spoke earlier this week on what it means to try to just push a little bit further and get themselves that tantalizing 9th win. Right now, you're witnessing the 1979 Washington State Cougars, who went an unremarkable 3-8, but played the later bowl-eligible Syracuse Orangemen in their final season before their entrance to the Carrier Dome. That Wazoo team struggled in the game in a blowout loss, and after this season's Cougs lost their head coach and star quarterback just over a week before the 2024 Holiday Bowl, the team tries to pick up the pieces.
I know Coach Dicker's gone, but the foundation he built for 3 years, that's the rock they still stand upon. They do. It's who they are. It's how they've been raised. And so, no, we're going to go out, we're going to be Cougs, and we're going to represent. That's how it is.
WSU enters the game on a brutal 3-game losing streak, shattering what was once a promising 8-1 start, their best in 6 years.
It's all fire in our eyes, what else could happen? When you're at the bottom, the only way is up. And I feel like it's right with everyone. I feel like the morale of the team is where it needs to be with everything going on. And adversity has always been our best friend in previous life. So I feel like with this happening, it's like, all right, just add it to the list and let's keep it going.
Acting head coach Pete Caligas stresses his message to keep the team together and ready for one of their toughest tests of the season.
The game. Continue to love them, pour in their souls, let them know how much they're appreciated for everything they do, and that football's not their identity, and they are who they are because they're a Coug. They're a Coug. They're here. And that's how you go. You love them. It's all through love.
And that love shows as the players closed out their last week of practice, all smiles ahead of the reality of a return to the sunny shores of San Diego.
It's gonna be a good time, man. We're gonna be in San Diego, a little warmer over there. I don't gotta wear this jacket and stuff, but man, I'm just excited to have one last week, this last 7 days with my brothers, and I just can't wait to enjoy it with them.
Well, now what I can tell y'all about the Orange is that Kyle McCord in this offense is unbelievable. He's the nation's leading passer, and Syracuse now, as of Christmas Eve, has had been 2 months of constantly scoring 30 points or more. This offense is unbelievable, and we're going to see what the Cougars can do to face off against them and show them what they got in tomorrow night's game. In San Diego, Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
Our coverage of the showdown in San Diego with Jack Wallace and Sydney Berger continues, well, actually in our next half hour, but also on Nightside at 11 and on Good Morning Northwest starting at 5 a.m. You can also watch team coverage on KXOY.com and streaming free on your connected TV with KXOY Plus.
We had some snow around the region today, particularly up around Priest Lake. 8 inches of snow reported, 7 inches in Winthrop. Also had some snow around Omak and Republic, and 1.5 inches in Davenport. At Spokane International Airport, it was 0.4 of an inch. Our season to date, just over 5.5 inches. We should be closer to 18 inches of snow if this were an average year. Nothing average about it. We've got some more wet weather in the 7-day forecast coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mysticwa Casino Hotel in Chuila.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight to be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Ready for this.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Fred's Appliance Clearance Centers are your one-stop shop for top-quality appliances and unbeatable prices. Top brand closeouts, full factory warranty, and new inventory arriving daily. Take advantage of incredible discounts with savings you won't find anywhere else. Hurry in! With Fred's Clearance Center's huge selection of heavily discounted name brand appliances, the inventory moves fast. For the best deals on appliances in Spokane, visit either of Fred's clearance centers today.
Looking for free winter activities the whole family can enjoy? Numerica's 5 Days of Family Fun brings you exciting things to do December 30th through January 4th.
Ice skating, movie passes, and even tickets to a Spokane Chiefs hockey game. We've got 5 days packed with fun, and each day offers something new. And it's all on us.
Numerica's 5 Days of Family Fun happens across Spokane, North Idaho, Tri-Cities, and Wenatchee. Head to Numerica's Facebook page for details. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at this video posted to Facebook of Santa himself. Ooh, and a reindeer. Riding in one of the 7 new double-decker buses that will soon hit the streets of Cheney. STA says Eastern Washington University is creating a higher demand for bigger buses and more reliable routes. And it pointed out that the usual accordion-style 60-foot-long bus doesn't handle snow very well and isn't big enough for everyone who has been riding in Cheney.
All right, speaking of snow, Chris, we have some on the way. How much are we talking?
I think those accordion buses will do just fine tomorrow. Let me put it that way. Yes, just a little bit of snow possible tomorrow. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be much calmer on Friday. Winds are already dying down. A rain-snow mix. Heavy mountain snow, as Matt told you about, with difficult travel over the passes unless you hit those narrow windows that he mentioned. Right now, it is 42 degrees in Spokane. We made it up to 44 today. That's 11 degrees above average, 43 in Coeur d'Alene. So the little bit of snow we got this morning is long gone, but we have a chance for some more tomorrow morning. Radar right now showing the last of some showers coming to an end over North Idaho. Forecast radar starting off at our current time. We're clearing out a bit tonight. We'll see a little bit of patchy fog developing, and then about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, we start to see some rain moving into the Columbia Basin, snow along the east slopes and into the Okanagan, and snow or a rain-snow mix down on the Palouse. That wet weather will move into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene right around the time of the morning commute in the form of some valley snow or a rain-snow mix. By 2 o'clock, we're all rain in Spokane and down through Moscow and Pullman. But we're also going to start drying off. We'll stay dry Friday evening, and then early Saturday morning, here's 2 a.m., another round of non-accumulating snow or a rain-snow mix. And then we dry out again for most of the day on Saturday. Meanwhile, snowfall totals will be fairly insignificant. 10 a.m. Friday, we're looking at 1/10 of an inch around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, a little bit more over in Kellogg and St. Mary's, and of course along the east slopes. Through the day on Friday, we'll see additional accumulation through North Idaho, but we'll stick with that 1/10 of an inch in Spokane as the snow turns to rain. We're going to mainly be dealing with rain through the weekend. Here's our odds of an inch or more through all the way through Sunday. Obviously quite good for Lookout Pass, Republic, Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. About a little bit better than 50-50 for Newport, Coeur d'Alene, and Deer Park. And then the odds really drop as we get up to Spokane, Moscow, Pullman, as well as Lewiston and Moses Lake. Our snow level between 3,000 and 4,000 feet Friday and Saturday. A little bit lower Sunday, and by the time it's down in the valleys Monday, we're going to be drying out. Hour by hour, your forecast tomorrow, chance of snow through about 8 o'clock, and then it turns over to a rain-snow mix through noon, and then all rain as we head up to a high of 38 around the region. 30s and 40s right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, though mostly in the mid-30s to upper 30s. We've got warmer weather for the weekend, back in the 40s. We dry out for New Year's Eve, high of 37, with more rain-snow mix on New Year's Day.
All right, Chris, still ahead. Bird flu kills 20 big cats at one animal sanctuary in Seattle. What Cattails is doing to make sure its animals don't meet a similar fate. That story coming up in about 20 minutes.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We just love waking up holiday mornings with you.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Happy New Year from all of us here at Good Morning America.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year. See your local GMC dealer.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show. Be the first to see our all-new grand floating Christmas tree, with holiday getaways starting at only $246.
It's jaw-dropping, it's eye-popping, it's gut-busting, it's showtime. Everyone agrees this show is so good! Beetlejuice, coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts December 31st through January 5th.
With prices of natural gas and propane skyrocketing, your heating bill is getting out of control. But before you turn down the heat, give the experts at Bill's Heating and Air a call. They have the latest in dual fuel technology to keep your family comfortable and the utility bills low. There has never been a better time to upgrade, because now every furnace purchase comes with a free heat pump. So call Bill's Heating today to get your free heat pump while supplies last.
Save your greed!
Welcome back. The Downtown Spokane Partnership is officially accepting nominations for this year's Best in Bid Awards.
So Mary Sheridan spoke with one of last year's winners about the community impact these awards have in downtown Spokane.
We put a lot of emphasis on friendly. We put a lot of emphasis on honesty and community, and everything else should fall into place after that.
This is the philosophy of First Avenue Coffee, winner of Friendliest Staff in last year's Best in Bid Awards.
It is something I'm very proud of, and I bring up every chance I can get.
From now until January 6th, you can nominate your favorite local businesses for 10 different categories. This is the third year the Downtown Spokane Partnership has hosted awards for Best in Bid, or Business Improvement District.
Anything we can do to highlight the great things happening in downtown and bring more people into downtown, it's just going to make it more and more safe. And I think it will showcase what downtown really is if you're here and you're experiencing it.
Spokane is the second largest city in Washington, but the Downtown Spokane Partnership doesn't want you to get lost in the numbers. They hope awards like these help Spokane feel less like a big city and more like a community.
We at the Downtown Spokane Partnership think of downtown as we're really Spokane's neighborhood.
This neighborhood feel can be found at First Avenue Coffee, which brings in a lot of familiar faces day after day.
Probably about 10 that we see every day, and then at least 3 times a week, probably 50 customers. It's really cool.
And owner Doyle Wheeler tells me he hopes the community built at First Avenue Coffee helps people feel safer visiting downtown Spokane.
I heard a quote once that when where people gather, community grows. If there's at least one space in downtown Spokane, which there's many, where people can come and be safe and gather, it's worth coming downtown.
In downtown Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
Well, by this time tomorrow, the Cougs will be playing in the Holiday Bowl against Syracuse.
Our Sydney Berger is live in San Diego, where seniors are hoping to end their final season with WSU on a high note.
20 big cats died from bird flu on the west side of the state. Coming up here after the break, I'll show you the precautions and the protections in place to keep big cats like Nolan safe from viruses like bird flu.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Whenever I see somebody purchasing something with their WSU card, I always like to give them a go Cougs. It brings me back to when I was in Pullman.
With the WSU credit and debit cards from BECU, you can show your Coug pride on every purchase. BECU, power in people.
It's time to start your New Year's resolutions now.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
This year, give yourself the gift of better health from Move Fitness.
Are you ready for this?
Right now, you could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. That's because for the price of the loose change currently hiding in your couch, you could hit a jackpot at Northern Quest. It's true. 188 people do it every day, and often with a bet that jingles rather than folds. So flip over a couch cushion near you, then win your share of more than $13 million worth of jackpot payouts each month. Only at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Whenever I see somebody purchasing something with their WSU card, I always like to give them a go Cougs. It brings me back to when I was in Pullman.
With the WSU credit and debit cards from BECU, you can show your Coug pride on every purchase. BECU, power in people.
Here was a healthy woman lying dead in her bed.
What happened to Julie? How could this happen? This is a case that has everything. Poisoning and affairs.
Passion, betrayal, and murder.
Now, Friday night, inside the deadly details and what was in this letter she left behind.
It's the voice from the grave. That changed everything. Wow. It was bombshell stuff.
2020, Friday at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, welcome back. A lot of wind to start today.
Yeah, and while the winds have died down, it is still a bit breezy. Let's send it over to Chris Crocker with a look at the current conditions.
Well, winds have died down from gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour in spots earlier in the afternoon. Still windy in Coeur d'Alene, 28-mile-per-hour gusts there, as well as in Pullman. Right now, we're just dealing with sustained winds at the airport in Spokane, 20-mile-per-hour gusts in Ritzville right now, and 18-mile-per-hour gusts in Moses Lake. Our 12-hour wind forecast will keep the possibility of 25-mile-per-hour gusts in Spokane through about 9 o'clock. And then things really calm down, and we are looking for a much calmer day on Friday with winds generally less than that. I'll show you in just a moment. On our satellite and radar, meanwhile, we are seeing a back edge not only to the precipitation, which is moving out of North Idaho, but also to our cloud cover. Might even see a star or two before the fog starts developing. Hour by hour, your forecast for tomorrow. We have the chance of precipitation developing right around 7 a.m. in the form of snow, 33 degrees. That will transition into a rain-snow mix through noon, and then all rain for the rest of the day. 38 degrees, our high temperature. 33 is our average high. I'll be back with your 7-day outlook in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, we'll see you then. When Washington State plays in the Holiday Bowl on Friday, fans might not recognize some of the new faces stepping up to the challenge.
But for the guys who haven't hit the transfer portal, they're ready to try to go out on a high note. Sydney Berger is live for more on one senior who says the Holiday Bowl is the perfect way to end his career. Sydney.
Well, not only is Quinn Roth starting and ending his college career as a Washington State Cougar, but he's also starting and ending his football career in the same exact place. Quinn is a San Diego native, so he was born and raised here, obviously grew up playing football in the San Diego area, so he tells me that he's going to have 40, 50, maybe even more people at the Holiday Bowl in their support. That includes family, friends, his girlfriend, and even friends of friends. But he says it's his parents that have always been the anchor for him through tough times like injuries or even doubt within himself as a player. He credits them for a lot of success in his journey.
It's meant everything, you know. Times when I've had doubt or disbelief, they've always been there to, you know, lift me up and give me that extra support that I need. So it means the world. They've made it to pretty much every game this season and for the past couple seasons, so it's awesome. My mom makes fat heads of my face from every year, and so I'm sure there'll be one from every year running around the Holiday Bowl, so be excited for that.
Guys, I'm already on the lookout for those cardboard cutouts. The energy, especially from those seniors like Quinn Roth and Kyle Thornton and Kyle Williams, has been really well, especially they're trying to go out on a high note after that regular season loss on senior night. Obviously, since then, Washington State's roster has seen substantial loss in the depth, but Quinn Roth is a guy that is going to be on the field, and he's probably a guy that you're going to have to pull off the field to get him to stop playing. He tells me that ending his career in San Diego in front of his hometown crowd is a poetic ending for his career, and he told me secretly he was hoping that it would be the Holiday Bowl once he found out that they were bowl eligible. In San Diego, reporting live, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Sydney, and from San Diego to a live look now at Leavenworth's iconic Christmas lighting festival in Gazebo Park tonight. They are celebrating the holiday season with more than 500,000 lights on display. Front Street Park was able to reopen before Christmas after that vandalism shut it down over the weekend. You probably heard a truck was caught on camera vandalizing the park late Saturday night, doing donuts and slinging mud everywhere. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office is still investigating, but says the driver was in a 2024 Toyota Tundra with Texas license plates. The Sheriff's Office says once they have ID'd a suspect, there will be probable cause for their arrest. Health experts are concerned over the spread of bird flu to other animals. According to the USDA, since the outbreak began, more than 900 herds of cattle in 16 states, including Idaho, have tested positive for the virus. In Oregon, a house cat died after eating food that tested positive for bird flu. And that is why Northwest Naturals is recalling its 2-pound feline turkey recipe raw frozen pet food. The recalled packages have best if used by dates of May 21st, 2026 and June 23rd, 2026. Anyone who purchased it should throw it out immediately and contact the store for a full refund. And it's not just house cats. In Seattle, more than half of the big cats at one animal sanctuary died because of the virus.
So our Jordan Smith visited Cattails this afternoon to learn what makes this infection so deadly to cats and how the facility is trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Avian flu is particularly deadly for big cats. Wildlife experts tell me that it can create pneumonia-like symptoms that can set in and cause death within about 24 hours.
The day before Thanksgiving, we had 37 cats. Today we have 17 cats, 4 recovering.
The deaths of 20 big cats at the Wild Felid Advocacy Center have made waves around the country. A devastating loss for other conservation centers like Cattails.
That's a catastrophic loss to lose so many animals so quickly.
Lisa Gray, the executive director of Cattails, spoke with me on the phone about the severity of viral challenges like bird flu.
It just really brings home the point to us of the importance of our biosecurity and taking steps to be careful.
Gray tells me her entire staff at Cattails is well versed in the dangers of these infections. For years now, the staff has taken extraordinary measures to keep these viruses at bay, doing things like sanitizing enclosures multiple times per week.
Each staff has a belt pack that has a pouch with a sprayer that holds sanitizer that can kill a parvo, and it's just a very strong one, and we use that to clean our tools and our feet and our hands between exhibits so we don't spread things between animals. That way, should something occur, we're not progressing the spread, we're controlling it.
Contaminated food is another avenue that these big felines can contract illnesses. Gray says the cats are fed human-grade meat, which is regulated by the USDA, an expensive but effective tactic to widen their safety net.
We feed human consumable restaurant quality food to our animals. Never been more glad to spend that money.
This incident on the west side of the state isn't prompting any changes at Cattails, but reaffirming their approach of extreme caution as bird flu continues to cause issues for wildlife all across the country. For 4 News Now, I'm Jordan Smith.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Every day of your life.
The after Christmas clearance is on now at all Walker's Furniture stores, where you can save up to $800 on Beauty Rest Black Hybrid sets or up to $500 on Harmony Luxe.
Making it the perfect time to say yes to a better quality sleep.
Plus, get big blowout savings on 4-piece bedroom groups.
These prices are so low, you'll think it's a dream.
During the after Christmas clearance sale at Walker's.
Where quality just costs less.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight to be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Did you know that Washington's Working Families Tax Credit could put up to $1,200 back in your pocket? If you're part of a low to moderate income household, you could be eligible for a refund designed to help you cover essentials like groceries, gas, or bills. The best part? Applying is free and easy. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov to see if you qualify. Don't miss out. Apply now and make sure you get the refund you deserve. That's workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Welcome back. With the new year just around the corner, it is the perfect time to plan your next trip like a pro.
The best part is booking doesn't have to be stressful or break the bank if you follow a few smart tips from Consumer Reports. Finding great travel deals takes a little know-how. Consumer Reports reporter and travel enthusiast Lisa Gill is sharing some of CR's top tips for saving money on your next trip.
Markdowns can be misleading because they can come from prices that nobody actually ever paid.
She says track flight prices with tools like Google Flights or Kayak. Adjust dates or use nearby airports to save. For last-minute deals, try Cheap-O Air. Watch out for basic fares. They seem cheap, but often exclude carry-on, seat choices, or sitting together, with extras adding up fast. For a round-trip ticket, shop for 2 one-way flights, even if that means mixing airlines. Doing so can save money.
Book directly with the airline whenever possible. That way, if there's any last-minute cancellations or changes, you can work directly with the airline instead of working through a third-party site.
When selecting hotels, CR recommends starting with ratings and reviews. Be cautious of discounts that seem too good to be true.
You should ignore pressure tactics like 50 people booked this hotel in the last hour.
Vacation rentals through home-sharing sites like Airbnb or Vrbo can be great for larger families offering more space and sometimes discounts for longer stays, but you might not get the amenities and perks a hotel offers. Plan your cruise early, ideally 6 to 12 months ahead. Go to cruisecritic.com to compare options. If you're renting a car, even if you're offered a discount, skip paying up front. That's because prices can drop closer to your travel date, and you'll have the flexibility to change the reservation if needed. Consider picking it up away from the airport, where rates are often lower, but double check if it's worth the extra travel costs.
Hey, a lot of people thinking about vacations right now.
Yep.
That's a top gift. And in between all the torn up gift wrapping, packing, tissue, and the boxes, you probably have a lot of stuff that needs to be thrown away.
The city of Spokane has tips on how to recycle all of it, including your Christmas tree. First, flatten boxes and put them in their blue recycling bin. But don't try to recycle plastic mailers or styrofoam. Those go in the garbage. The city will pick up your Christmas tree for free. That starts on Monday and it goes through January 10th. However, any tree over 6 feet tall has to be cut in half.
And remember, those paper plates and food scraps can go in your green bin, but coated plates, plastic silverware, and used foil pans all need to go in the garbage. Finally, if you're getting rid of any electronics, check to see if they are part of the e-cycle program, or you can donate them if they're still working. For more waste reduction tips and disposal information resources, you can go to talktrashspokane.com.
Talk trash. All right. A new report out from MasterCard Spending Pulse shows a jump in holiday shopping this year between November 1st and December 24th. Overall retail sales increasing almost 4% from 2023. Spending was up in most categories like clothing, jewelry, and electronics. A key theme of this holiday shopping season has been value. Consumers are willing to spend if they can get a good deal, and retailers responded by offering promotions earlier than ever. And when it comes to holiday deals, well, they aren't over yet. Some big box stores like Old Navy, Gap, and Target are offering some pretty big markdowns post-Christmas.
And there's a lot of giving and receiving presents during the holiday season, but sometimes that gift just misses the mark. If you're looking to make a return this year, ABC's Melissa Adon has what to expect.
Most of the holiday shopping is behind us, and now many Americans may be heading to stores for another reason, to make returns.
Don't delay in returning those undamaged items.
Retail Me Not Stephanie Carls says to make sure you don't miss your chance, check the store's return and exchange policies.
Many of them won't take returns or exchanges after a certain period of time.
If you don't have a receipt, Carl says a lot of retailers are willing to work with you, but it's possible that you'll be limited to exchanging the gift or returning for store credit rather than a refund. And if you're planning to ship the item back to the seller, make sure you understand the cost.
So looking at the seller's return policy, pay attention to who pays for that shipping, because if you have to pay, you might be able to save on some fees if you're able to also return that to a local store.
Making returns can be stressful, but Carl says looking up these details beforehand by checking the retailer's policies on their website can make a big difference. And if you're hoping to avoid the after Christmas crowds,
take a look again at the number of days that you have. So that could be the 30, 60, 90 days, and try to go in and schedule it maybe in a couple of weeks.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Almost 0.4 of an inch of precipitation out at the airport. We're really gaining on that year-to-date average after being so far behind for much of the year. Meanwhile, our high today, 44 degrees. Melted the 0.4 of an inch of snow we received this morning very quickly. Our average high is 33, but that's where we started the day. Sunset today was at 4 minutes after 4. I'll be back with your ski report and the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, we've got money answers for people with batrachophobia. Honestly, same. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today. Looking to end the year strong? Join Planet Fitness now for $1 down and get top-tier equipment and free fitness training. Why wait to start feeling stronger? Join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Deal ends December 30th.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Hello, I'm Diamond Dan Clark.
And I'm Jeweler Jane.
And we're from Clark's Diamond Jewelers in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene. Our famous snow promotion is back for Christmas.
If it snows 4 inches or more in 24 hours on January 9th, 2025, all purchases made between November 19th and December 28th will be refunded in full. And that means all engagement rings, loose diamonds and gemstones, jewelry and gifts could all be free.
Shop Clark's Diamond Jewelers this Christmas and let it snow diamonds.
The year 2024. Historic, consequential, extraordinary. Now, tonight, it's the year 2024 with Robin Roberts.
Are you ready for the year?
Tonight at 9, 8 Central on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Good Feet Store.
All right, take a live look here at people doing a little night skiing up at Mount Spokane. There is a good amount of snow, not just at Mount Spokane, but at all of our local ski resorts.
That looks so fun, and this is great, especially compared to last year, Chris.
Yeah, I'm going. No, that was like, they're open till 9, and really,
you could get a few runs in.
Yeah, I know. The skiing is pretty darn good. Let's take a look at some of the totals. I love that they have night skiing till 9 at Mount Spokane. It's so much fun. Schweitzer Mountain reporting a 24-hour total of 13 new inches of snow. They said it was a fantastic day up there today. 62 at the base. Lookout Pass picked up 8 inches of snow and is snowing currently. When Silver Mountain and Mount Spokane measured 4 inches earlier today, it was still snowing, so those totals have been added to. Looking good at the base. 49 degrees north, 13 inches in the last 24 hours, and 71 inches at the base. And I will say that a lot of times you get the misconception down in town that if it's raining and there's no snow here, that the conditions aren't fantastic at the hills. And these numbers are here to show you that the news is good if you are heading up snowing. Here's a look at our forecast snowfall between now and 9 a.m. Everybody will get a little bit of fresh snow tomorrow morning, especially at Lookout Pass. ½ inch in Spokane, just a little bit of fresh on top of the groomed is fantastic. By 9 o'clock on Saturday, additional snowfall totals for everyone. Not a big dump, but a little bit of fresh powder to greet you Saturday. Not a whole lot as we get into Sunday morning. Saturday, our snow level is going to be on the increase. Here's our snow level forecast. On Friday at 3,000 feet, it's up to 4,000 feet on Saturday. That will be our warmest day. All rain in the valleys, and then we're back down to 3,500 Sunday, and then dropping down to 2,500 on Monday. That's about the time we're going to be drying out in the valleys, so we'll miss out on snow. There's only a 20% chance of precipitation on Monday, but in the mountains, a chance that that snow will continue. So a lot of people like rain in the valleys, snow in the mountains, now, especially now that Christmas is over. So you are getting your wish, except tomorrow we do have the chance of a little bit of light accumulating snow in the morning. That should all melt as things turn to rain and we hit a high of 38 degrees. 44 on Saturday with rain, 40 on Sunday with a very good chance of rain. Then that tapers off. We begin drying out to end 2024, 37 and mostly cloudy skies. Starting off 2025 with a rain-snow mix both Wednesday and Thursday. But the snowblowers not getting much use, and at least in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and that will continue to be the case through that 7-day forecast, Eric.
All right, Chris, thank you. Around the world now, speculation is growing over the cause of a deadly plane crash that killed at least 38 people on Christmas Day in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, according to ABC News, a high-level Azeri government source tells them there's new evidence that the plane may have been shot down by a Russian missile. ABC's Perry Russum has more.
New video from the downed plane in Kazakhstan shows several holes on the side of the aircraft. You can see the metal bending in, showing what appears to be puncture marks. It's not clear if these holes were made before or after the plane went down, killing at least 38 people on Christmas Day. A U.S. official telling ABC News there are early indications the plane was hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system.
It is clear from the pictures that you just showed that it does look consistent with a strike from a missile from the Panzer S, which is a Russian air defense system.
Video taken from the ground shows the Azerbaijan Airlines flight in its final moments in the sky, the plane falling and rising erratically, at one point appearing to aim straight toward the ground before leveling off. Moments later, the plane crashing into a ball of fire. First responders racing to the scene. Survivors emerging from the upside-down wreckage. More than 24 people found alive. The flight path shows the plane taking off from Azerbaijan, flying into Russian airspace, then crossing the Caspian Sea before crashing in Kazakhstan, near the Aktau airport. The CEO of Osprey, a flight security company advising airlines that still fly over Russia, says there was a significant drone attack near the plane while it was in the air.
There are lots of indicators to point towards a shoot down of that aircraft.
Investigators have recovered the flight data recorder that should help them find out how this happened. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our Drive Home the Holiday Sales event, where you'll save up to $16,000 off or 0% APR on a new Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Denali. Then ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
The after Christmas clearance is on now at Walker's Furniture with year-end blowout savings on last year model closeouts, discontinued and remnant inventory. And because we must sell it all, get 15 to 40%, even up to 70% off, or interest-free financing till 2029. So you can enjoy the comfort of your new furniture now and pay over time during the after Christmas clearance at Walker's.
Where quality just costs less.
Next live, Melissa McCarthy and her husband, Ben Falcone, plus Mark Cuban from Shark Tank.
This could be our biggest deal ever.
Wheeling and dealing.
Wheeling and dealing.
Watch live tomorrow at 9, right after GMA.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice, relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
We aren't just HVAC specialists. We're a Lennox premier dealer. That means we offer the most energy efficient products on the market with savings you can see and perfect air you can feel. Your comfort is our passion, and we're with you every breath of the way. Enjoy greater comfort and lower energy costs. Call us today and save on Lennox with special incentives and rebates.
Call Norco Heating and Air today.
It's our Drive Home the Holiday Sales event, where you'll save up to $9,000 off or 3.9% APR on a new Sierra 2500 HD Denali. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Next ET celebrating 5 decades of Denzel Washington.
People say, what's your favorite film? I say my next one.
At home and on set.
That's Denzel Washington.
You're walking the right shot. Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30. Let the 4 News Now Holiday Travel Center take away the stress of winter travel. The latest weather updates, flight delays, road conditions, and interactive storm tracking radar. Look for it at KXLY.com and travel safely with 4 News Now. Happy holidays.
All right, coming up on Nightside, an avalanche warning has been issued across the Cascades. What you need to know if you plan to cross the passes anytime soon.
There is snow in the passes. It's going to be a little bit of snow tomorrow morning in the valleys, turning all to rain as we warm up into the upper 30s, 40s on Saturday and Sunday with more rain on the way.
Should also mention it has not been the prettiest football game tonight so far between the Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Seahawks lead it 6-3 midway through the third quarter. There have been 0 touchdowns so far.
At least we're leading.
Yeah, at least there's that. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again for Nightside at 11 o'clock.